Thanks for checking out our channel. This is going to be a repair video on a Patriot Solar Guard 155. Now they used to make a model called the PS15 before this one. They're similar, but they're not the same. The PS15 on the back, when you're looking at it, had two little plug-in terminals right here, like little spades. That's where your output was for your fence and ground, came off of here. Well, the SG155, the fence and ground terminals are actually built into the swivel points of your battery box. So that's the biggest difference. Also, the PS15 had a potted epoxy box that had the circuit board in there, all electronics. Well, they used to make just out of the plug-and-play deal. Well, that's been discontinued like 10 years, so you can't get those anymore. So they make a refit kit, they call it, I guess, a retrofit kit to turn PS15 into an SG155. Those are kind of an expensive ordeal to do. They're not terrible. They take some time to do. But this one shouldn't be too bad. The SG155 has already been changed over to that, so you have to do the retrofits, just a circuit board and wiring and all that stuff on the inside. But this one's, I think, got the battery in it. Don't know. We'll turn it on. You press and hold the button. Can't quite tell if it's got the battery. I don't know if it's got the battery in it or not. Let's push the tabs here and we'll pull this battery compartment open. No, it doesn't have the batteries in it. Let's see. This is a 12 volt unit. Let's hook up 12 volt power to it. Put power supply. We'll turn it on. About 13 volts on the power supply. Alright, let's turn it around here and we'll push the little button. Well, it shouldn't be doing that. Well, bad board. Alright, so now I'm going to take all these screws out of it. They're all Phillips screws, I believe, in this thing. Find my bit here. I'll take all these screws out. All these screws are the same size. The unit that took the place of this one's called SG150, and I just got one of those in. I'm not too impressed with that dumb thing. They're pretty cheaply put together. Like 180 bucks for them too. Alright, so now flip this around like this. We'll get a flat screwdriver. We got these three little tabs down here at the bottom. What I like to do is kind of get on the edge of the table, bench, whatever. Get on like the edge, kind of lift up on it, and then just kind of push each finger between there. It should be able to bend those, and it should just kind of fall down like that. And we'll lift the back unit up, face up with it. There's the inside. No gaskets on these things. Look at all the cobwebs that are in it. So there's spider webs galore. So things aren't very sealed from the elements. But what you get for the price point that these things are sold at, kind of get what you pay for, I guess, on quality build, quality on the thing. Alright, so now we gotta take this back cover off. Now these three screws are different than the ones that are on the back of the case. And we'll squeeze these right there. Put our finger back behind the case, kind of pinch those and lift with your other fingers. Kind of lift and pinch these two at the bottom. There's a circuit board. Looks pretty good physically. Let's pull these wires off. Alright, so now we got to get the board out of there. You see these two wires here? Well, they're ran through. There's a ring connector on there. And then those bolts that run to the side of the swivel point on the battery box, you got to pull those off now. Next, there's a I don't know if I've got the too big, too big. I don't have my other sockets split by, so it's trying to get started. I think we can take it off by hand. They're not like super tight, so you don't need a socket, but deep socket on a drill would probably buzz them out a lot faster. But it's not like we're working on a rocket ship here. This is a fence charter, not a rocket ship. You got your lock washer, and a big flat washer. You should just be able to push these in like that. And you see the little ring connector on there. Slide that off, and then now we need a smaller Phillips screwdriver. There's 2 screws on here, so we'll just come on. There's a circuit board in it. Yeah. All the it looks like not much to it, which not, but all the magic happens is inside here. You can see it's sealed off this epoxy stuff. Well, let's put another board in there and get this one out of the way. There's the new board, the new wires on there and everything. So it went like that. So the hardest thing I ever had when doing these is getting that switch up into its little spot it needs to go. Blew it as soon as you plugged it in.
Yeah, we both know.
Oh. Okay. Let's see, what are we going to do first? Maybe we ought to put these on first. Now I'm just gonna get these started for now. I'm not gonna cinch them all the way up because I want to be able to move this board around a little bit first, and then once we get the board in there, we'll go back out here and we'll tighten it up all the way. Now, fun part. That switch, I think, there's a little hole there. Chintzy little switch. The switch is moving. That looks like it's good. All right, get that black cover on there. Oh, actually, we need to plug this back on first. Then we have the solar panel wire we got to plug on next. And then we got this to do next, but we got to get these wires kind of in place so that they stay where they need to go. Yes, it could be the board. Is there those little thermal, those blue things in the backside? Yeah, you want to replace that for sure. Do you have those? The big blue ones. Yeah. I'd probably replace both. Sometimes they'll look good, but then they're bad still. Oh, the other one didn't blow the other fuse, did it? It only blew the one fuse out of the two. Yeah, that other one might still be good then. Yeah, so I might just replace just the one. There's so many spider webs inside here. Set this case back down. Okay. Now we'll put the screws back in the little holes, and then we'll cinch those up, and then we'll hook a battery up to it. I'm sure it'll be good to go. Solar panels, I don't never seen one go bad before on these, so the solar panel's probably fine. They didn't send the battery because the battery's probably good, so the solar panel's doing its job. So I'll tighten these up as well. Hook power to it and try it again. There she goes. Turn off, just press and hold. Oh, I disconnect the power from it, so it doesn't matter. I am gonna clean up those battery terminals a little bit. They're a little crusty. Did you put a little blue one on there? Yeah, let's try it. Give it a shot. most likely. Alright, well that's it for this little video. Hopefully you got some good information out of it. I'd like to send us one of these to be worked on. I'll be happy to take a peek at it for you. It's Patriot SG155. Alright, until next time, see you later on.